God is begging you. You are chosen to see this rare miracle today. Don't tell anyone. It is only for you. It will happen in 2 minutes. Open this message immediately. Stop scrolling. You are not here by accident. This is not another random moment passing through your day. This is the moment heaven leaned down, placed its hand on your shoulder, and said, "Look, I need you to hear this. Something sacred is about to be revealed. And if you walk away now, you will miss it. You will miss something your soul has cried out for in the quiet moments when no one else was watching. God is speaking now. Not with thunder, not with flashing signs, but through these words meant only for you. Comment Amen right now if you can feel this tug in your spirit. This is not a message for the crowd. This is not for the many. This is for the one, you. God is begging you to open your heart, because something beyond reason, beyond logic, beyond all understanding is about to take place. A rare miracle unseen by others, unreachable through human strength, is being sent your way, and it will happen in moments, not hours, not days. In 2 minutes, God will do what you've stopped believing could happen for you. And no, you're not dreaming. You are not mistaken. You are chosen. Right now, heaven is focused on you. Yes, you. God isn't looking past you to someone more perfect. He isn't skipping over you for someone more faithful. He is locked in on your life. The broken places, the silent tears, the weight you've carried so long, you forgot what it felt like to breathe freely. That pain is not hidden from him. That quiet suffering hasn't gone unnoticed. He has seen every sleepless night. He has caught every falling tear. And today, he responds, if your heart is pounding, don't ignore it. That's not anxiety. That is heaven knocking. You've asked for confirmation. This is it. You wanted a sign. Here it is. You cried out for help. This is your answer. Don't tell anyone, not because it's a secret, but because this was never meant to be public. It's personal, intimate, sacred. Meant only for the one God chose today to receive something holy, something life-changing, something that turns mourning into dancing and ashes into beauty. Comment 1111 if you believe that God is choosing you right now. What's coming is not small. It's not average. It's not the kind of blessing people shrug off. This is a rare miracle. That means it's not happening to everyone. It's not something you see every day, and it's not something people will even understand when you try to explain it. God is about to do something in your life that even your enemies will have to admit was divine. Even those who doubted you will have no choice but to see that the hand of the Lord was upon you. I need you to understand this. Miracles are never late. God is never behind schedule. You think you've waited too long? No. The delay was preparation. The silence was strategy. The pain was part of the positioning. What's about to happen is exactly on time, because you were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. You were being shaped for this very hour. And now, here it is, right on the edge of your breakthrough. 2 minutes away from seeing the impossible unfold. There is a reason you felt drawn here. There is a reason this found you. Out of millions of voices online, somehow this one reached your eyes and your heart. That's not random, that's divine. You didn't just stumble across this, you were led, you were called. The Holy Spirit whispered, and you followed. And now, God is moving. There's nothing more important in your day than this moment right now. Because when heaven opens its hands to release a miracle, nothing on earth can stop it. God is not asking you to be perfect. He's not asking you to have all the answers. He is simply asking you to believe. Even if your faith is shaking, even if your hope is low, even if all you can manage is a whisper that says, God, I need you. That is enough. because He is not moved by eloquent prayers. He is moved by honest hearts. And yours, right now, is exactly what He has been waiting for. This is not just a feel-good moment. This is a divine transaction. God is exchanging your fear for peace, your weariness for strength, your confusion for clarity, and above all, your doubt for a miracle. And not just any miracle, a rare one that shifts your entire story, one that makes you fall to your knees in awe, because there is no other way to explain it but God. Please like this video if your heart knows this is meant for you. You've cried in secret. You've battled things no one knows. You've wondered if God still sees you, still hears you, still cares. Hear this now, He does. He sees every fight you've had to face alone, every silent battle, every moment you felt invisible, and He is begging you today not to give up. Not now. You're closer than you think. You are standing at the edge of something sacred, something you didn't even know God was preparing for you behind the scenes. You may have felt forgotten, but God has been writing your name on every blessing, every miracle, every door about to open. You are not lost. You are being led, step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment. And this very moment, this one right now, is when heaven intersects your life in a way that will leave you forever changed. This is why the enemy has fought you so hard. This is why the attacks have been so personal, so relentless. Because the devil saw what was coming. He saw the miracle forming. He saw the breakthrough ahead. And he tried to wear you down before you got here. But you didn't quit. You didn't stop. You kept walking. And now, the miracle is about to meet you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Hold on. Breathe. Let your heart stay open. The miracle is closer than your next breath. God's favor is rushing in like a wave, not because you earned it, but because you are loved deeply, unshakably, eternally. You are the child of a king who does not abandon his own. You are protected, chosen, surrounded by grace. The enemy cannot touch what God has covered. You are not reading this by chance. There is power in this moment. Heaven is responding. Destiny is shifting. Your name is being spoken in rooms of favor. Doors are unlocking. Chains are breaking. And the miracle is moving toward you now. Wait on it. Trust in it. And do not doubt. What God is doing for you in this moment is sacred, holy, rare. Do not take it lightly. Do not turn away. If you believe that breakthrough is near, comment 222 now. Speak it in faith. The miracle you were promised is not waiting in the distance. It is now. It is near. It is reaching for your life this very second. And if you walk away now, you risk missing the final piece of what God prepared only for you. You need to hear this with your full heart. What God is doing in your life is not ordinary. This isn't the kind of breakthrough that comes every week or every year. This is the kind of shift that only happens once in a lifetime. You were marked for this moment before you were even born. While you were still in the womb, He knew that today would come, that you would be led here, that your soul would be tired enough, desperate enough, open enough to finally receive what He's been holding for you all along. So many times, you thought it was over. You said in your heart, "This is too much. I can't take any more. And yet, God carried you, quietly, constantly. You didn't even realize it, but when you felt like everything was falling apart, heaven was holding the pieces together. You are not standing here by your own strength. You're here because God refused to let go of you. When others gave up on you, He stayed. When you gave up on yourself, He still chose you. You don't need to explain your pain to Him. He already knows. You don't have to prove your worth. He already sees it. You don't need to earn this miracle. It was written in grace, not in merit. It was paid for by the blood of Jesus, not by your effort. All you need to do is receive, to believe, to let your heart remain soft and expectant. Don't let the world harden you. Don't let disappointment close your spirit. Because right when it feels like nothing is happening, that's often when God is doing His greatest work. And yes, you've waited long. Too long it feels. You've seen others get their blessings. You've clapped for their victories while wondering when it would be your turn. And now, God is saying, I did not forget you. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. What I am about to do for you will not just be big, it will be right. Right timing, right people, right opportunities. And it will fit your life so perfectly, you'll understand why the wait had to happen. There is a supernatural protection surrounding you right now. God has placed angels around your life, not only to guard you from what you can see, but especially from what you cannot. That accident that didn't happen, that illness that passed you by, that betrayal that was exposed before it could crush you, none of it was coincidence. It was His hand, constantly covering, constantly working. And right now, that same hand is guiding you straight into the miracle He promised. If you trust that God is protecting you even when you don't feel it, comment 333 now. I know you've felt invisible, like your prayers bounced off the ceiling, like your efforts were unseen. But hear this truth: God has seen every seed you planted, every act of love, every prayer whispered in the dark. And He is a just God. He is faithful to reward those who seek Him. He is faithful to answer those who cry out. And your cries have not been in vain. They reached the throne. They touched the heart of the King, and the King is responding. There's a reason you've been uncomfortable lately. There's a reason you've felt out of place in the same situations that used to feel normal. That's because the old is breaking off you. The old mindset, the old pain, the old limitations. God is stretching you because He is elevating you. You are being prepared to carry something greater. And with greater blessings comes greater responsibility. So yes, it may feel heavy now, but it is not meant to crush you. It is meant to strengthen you for the promise ahead. You are not who you used to be. You've grown, even if others haven't noticed. You've healed in places you thought would always be broken. You've chosen faith even when doubt screamed louder. That kind of strength does not go unnoticed in heaven. That kind of obedience moves God's heart. You may not see the reward yet, but it's coming, not just in the next life, but in this one too. Because your Father is good, He gives good gifts, and He is generous to those who trust Him. Don't be afraid when things start shifting. Don't panic when doors begin to close. Not every closed door is an attack. Some of them are divine protection. Some of them are redirection. God sees what you don't, and He knows what's best. So if He's removing something or someone from your life right now, trust that He is making space for something better, something that aligns with your calling, something that brings peace instead of pain. God's plan for you has not changed. Even when you stumbled, even when you doubted, even when you felt unworthy, He has never removed His hand from your life. You are still covered, still chosen, still called. The gifts He placed in you are still there, and He will complete the good work He started in you. He is not finished, not even close. This is only the beginning of the unfolding. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You are stepping into a season of uncommon favor. You will see doors open that you didn't even knock on. You will receive blessings you didn't chase because they were chasing you. You will watch what once felt like curses turn into lessons that birthed your greatest breakthroughs. And all of it will point back to God. Not to your strength, not to your plan, but to His power, His grace, His goodness. You're not just hoping, you're being drawn into something sacred, something that will mark your life forever. Something that will make you look back and say, that was the moment everything changed. You need to hold on to this truth. God doesn't choose at random. He doesn't show up halfway. When He moves completely. And right now, He has chosen to move in your life. Not because you shouted the loudest or had it all figured out, but because your heart stayed open. Because you kept showing up when everything inside you said give up. Because even in silence you still waited for His voice. This moment was prepared for you. Not just today, not just last week, but before time began. The miracle coming your way is not just for comfort. It has purpose. It is tied to your destiny, to the people you are called to influence, to the lives you're going to impact. God doesn't bless you just to bless you. He blesses you to flow through you. So when this rare miracle comes, don't hide it. Let it shine. Let your story be the evidence that God still does the impossible. You may be wondering how it will happen. How can God shift everything in an instant? But remember, He's not limited by time. He's not restricted by human understanding. He spoke the universe into existence. He parted seas. He raised the dead. And that same power is alive and working for you right now. What looks impossible to man is easy for God. There are no limits in His hands, no obstacles too big, no delay too long. He is not bound by your timeline. He works on His own, and when He moves, He does it so fully that no one can deny it was Him. You won't have to force anything. You won't have to manipulate the outcome. When this miracle arrives, it will fit like a key in a lock. It will confirm everything you quietly hoped for but were too afraid to say out loud. It will bring peace. It will silence the fear. It will stop the cycle of waiting and show you that all along, God was working behind the scenes. If you believe this miracle has already begun forming around you, comment 555 now. Let's talk about the waiting. It's hard, isn't it? Waiting when nothing makes sense. Waiting when prayers seem unanswered. Waiting while others pass you by. But let me tell you something sacred. The waiting season is not a punishment, it's a holy place. A place where God hides you while He strengthens you. While He teaches your heart to rely on Him instead of people. While He roots your faith deep so you won't be shaken when the blessing comes. Because the truth is, not everyone can carry what you're about to receive. Some would misuse it. Some would worship the gift instead of the giver. But you've been tested, refined. You know what it means to cry out in the dark and still say, God, I trust you. And because of that, the blessing coming your way won't crush you. It won't distract you. It will lift you and deepen your relationship with Him even more. He is not done proving Himself to you. There are still moments ahead that will leave you breathless, still encounters that will leave you on your knees in tears, still blessings that will come out of nowhere, catching you completely off guard. He is a God of suddenlies, a God of, "I didn't see that coming," a God of only He could have done that, and He's about to do it again for you. You are not being overlooked. You are not being passed over. You are being positioned. It may feel quiet now, but heaven is working. Angels are being sent, chains are breaking, answers are being released. And in the natural, it may seem slow, but in the spirit, it is already done. The miracle is on its way. It's already been written. All that's left is for you to step into it. Don't let your past talk you out of your future. Don't let shame steal your joy. Don't let what others said convince you that you are less than. You are not who they said you were. You are who God says you are. Redeemed, loved, anointed, called. And nothing, no mistake, no failure, no delay can cancel what God has spoken over your life. He is rewriting your story. He is healing the parts of you no one sees. He is restoring what was broken. What the enemy meant for evil, God is turning for good. And when the dust settles, you will rise. Not just restored, but better, stronger, wiser. You will carry glory, you will carry purpose, you will carry the evidence of a God who never left you. If you trust that God is restoring what was broken in your life, comment 777 now. You are chosen. That's not a feel-good phrase. That's truth, biblical, eternal truth. God chooses the least expected, the overlooked, the misunderstood. He doesn't choose the strongest. He chooses the willing, the ones who say, "Here I am, God, use me." And you, yes, you have been chosen for something bigger than yourself. You're not just here to survive, you're here to shine, to show the world what God can do with someone who says yes. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. This miracle is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter where joy replaces sorrow, where clarity replaces confusion, where purpose wakes you up in the morning, where peace becomes your atmosphere. Not just for a moment, but as your new way of living. Don't rush it. Don't try to figure it all out. Just stay open, stay in position, keep praying even when it's quiet, keep praising even when it's hard. Your faith is the soil, your trust is the water, and God's promise is the seed. It will grow. It is growing, even if you can't see it yet. What you thought would destroy you is about to become the foundation of something unshakable. That's what this miracle is. It's not just a blessing, it's restoration, and it's already begun. You need to know something deeply. What you've been through was not for nothing. Every tear, every unanswered prayer, every moment of loneliness or rejection, God has counted it. Not 1 second was wasted. He has collected every sorrow and is now turning it into joy. You may not see the full picture yet, but that's okay. You don't need to see the end to believe in the process. All you need to do is trust the one who sees it all from beginning to end. It may feel like things have been silent for too long, like your prayers went unanswered, your dreams were denied, and your hope was slowly fading. But listen carefully. Heaven has been planning something. God was never ignoring you. He was preparing everything around you for the exact moment that it would all come together. That moment is close. The miracle has already been set in motion. Now He is asking you to stay alert, to keep watching with eyes of faith, because it's arriving quietly but powerfully. What God is doing for you is going to make sense of everything that didn't. You've cried, "Why me?" more times than you can count. But what if the answer wasn't punishment, but preparation? What if everything that tried to break you was actually building you for something greater? What if the delay wasn't denial, but divine timing? You are not being punished, you are being positioned. God knows how weary your heart has become. You've kept going when no one noticed. You've held on to hope by a thread. You've smiled through pain, given when you had little, and believed even when your faith felt almost gone. That is why you were chosen. Not because you were perfect, but because you didn't quit. Because you stayed soft when the world tried to make you hard. Because you trusted God when you had every reason to turn away. This miracle isn't just for healing, it's for revealing. God is about to show you who you really are in Him. You are not your failures, you are not your past, you are not your pain. You are a child of the Most High, and He is about to raise you in front of the very things that tried to bury you. There is no force stronger than His promise, no darkness deeper than His light. And you are standing in the middle of that light right now. If you're still believing for what you haven't seen yet, comment 999 now. There is power in your patience. I know it doesn't feel like it, but every time you chose to wait instead of rushing, God was honoring that. Every time you chose prayer over panic, peace over worry, stillness over striving, heaven took note. You were not just being still. You were showing God that your faith was in Him, not in your own strength. That kind of faith never goes unnoticed, and it never goes unrewarded. The reward is coming. The shift is happening. The miracle is unfolding. You may not feel different yet, but your atmosphere has already changed. God has stepped into your situation. The spiritual weight that was holding you down is being lifted. The confusion that clouded your mind is clearing. The heaviness in your chest is being replaced with peace. It's not just emotional, it's spiritual. God is healing you from the inside out. Don't worry if others can't see it yet. This miracle isn't about public approval. It's about personal transformation. This is between you and God. It's sacred. That's why it feels so deep, so personal, so overwhelming. Because when God touches your life in this way, it's not about a moment, it's about a movement in your soul. Something inside of you is waking up. Faith is rising. Hope is coming back to life. This is your comeback. This is the season where everything begins to turn, where things that were lost begin to return, where the doors that were shut swing wide open, where the favor of God surrounds you like a shield and people begin to wonder how you made it. But you will know it was not luck. It was not coincidence. It was the hand of God. The same hand that held you in the dark is now lifting you into the light. If you can feel that lifting even now, comment 1010 as your declaration of trust. You are not forgotten. Say it out loud. Let your heart hear it. You are not forgotten. The enemy wants you to believe that God passed you over, that everyone else is moving forward but you're still stuck. That's a lie. You have not been left behind. You've been hidden for a reason. Because what God has placed inside of you needs protection, and now that the time is right, He is bringing you out into visibility, into alignment, into fulfillment. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. No more delay, no more wandering, no more doubting whether it will ever happen for you. It will. Because God doesn't make empty promises. He is not a man that he should lie. Every word he has spoken over your life still stands. It doesn't expire. It doesn't weaken with time. It will come to pass. Right now, he is aligning everything. Your surroundings, your relationships, your opportunities. Things are moving even when it seems still. People are being positioned. Doors are being prepared. The exact connections you need are forming. The exact provision is being released. You don't have to chase it. You just have to stay ready. Stay open. Stay in faith. Let the past go. It's done. It's over. God has forgiven it, and he's asking you to release it too. Don't carry it into the miracle. Don't drag guilt into your new beginning. This next part of your life is not about regret. It's about redemption. It's about grace. You are not who you were. You are being made new, and your story is going to reflect the beauty of a life completely transformed by God's love. It's alive, and it's unfolding now. You didn't miss it. You haven't gone too far. You are still on track for the miracle God ordained for you before the world knew your name. Right now, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Even though your situation may look the same, spiritually everything is different. There are things moving behind the scenes that you can't yet see. Conversations are happening in rooms you're not in. Hearts are being stirred. Circumstances are being rearranged to favor you. The divine setup is already underway. God is not waiting for you to be perfect. He's moving because you stayed faithful. You are not too late. You are not behind. What's for you is still for you. The enemy tried to convince you that it was over, that your time had passed. But the devil is a liar, and God has the final word. You are right where you need to be for him to do what only he can do. Your miracle doesn't depend on your timing, it depends on his. And his timing is perfect. Always. There's something deep in your spirit that knows this is more than just words. You feel it. That stirring, that pull, that voice inside saying, "This is for me." That's not emotion. That's the Holy Spirit confirming what your heart has longed to believe. God is calling you into alignment with what he's about to release. He's not asking for your understanding, just your yes, your agreement, your trust. If you feel that confirmation inside your heart, comment 1212 now. Let's be honest, some days it's hard to believe. The weight of waiting can be exhausting. Watching everyone else receive what you've prayed for while you're still holding on can feel like too much. But God is not unjust. He is not blind to your faithfulness. Every time you chose to trust him instead of turning away, you built something eternal. You built roots. And now he's about to bring fruit. Not little, not temporary, but lasting, overflowing fruit. This blessing coming your way won't be one you'll have to fight to keep. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to chase it. It will come to you because it was always yours. God has been protecting it until your heart was ready to carry it. And now, he says, it's time. You don't have to make it happen. You just need to remain open to receive it. The blessing is coming on its own because your name is already on it. The enemy tried to discourage you, tried to distract you, tried to make you settle, but you didn't. You waited, you held on, and that kind of endurance doesn't go unrewarded. The word says, "Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength." That's not just poetic. That's a promise. Strength is coming back into your body, back into your mind, back into your emotions. You're being renewed even now. Some of you have been carrying a quiet grief, a sadness you don't talk about. You've been functioning, but your heart has been bruised. And no one knows. But God does. And He's coming to heal that part too, not just the visible needs, but the hidden ones, the buried pain, the silent questions. He's not just coming to fix things. He's coming to restore your soul. This is the season of rebuilding, not from scratch, but from the ashes. And what rises next in your life will be stronger, purer, and more beautiful than anything before it. What felt like the end was really the beginning. What felt like punishment was preparation, and what looked like a breakdown was the setup for breakthrough. You're not going backward. You're being launched forward. If you believe God is rebuilding you, comment 1515 right now as your declaration of faith. There's something else you need to hear. God is not mad at you. He's not disappointed. He's not holding anything against you. His love doesn't waver. His grace doesn't run dry. Even in your weakest moments, He loved you the same. Even when you were distant, He stayed near. The cross didn't just cover your past, it covers your present and your future too. Nothing you've done has disqualified you from the miracle ahead. God knows the real you, the one behind the smile, the one who's battled thoughts in the dark, the one who's cried in silence, and He still chooses you every single time. He is not ashamed of your wounds. He wants to use them. He is not afraid of your doubts. He wants to meet you in them. You don't have to be strong for Him to show up. He shows up because He is strong. And His strength is made perfect in your weakness. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't measure your future by your current circumstances. This is just the in-between, a place of preparation, a place where the soil of your soul is being broken so the seeds can take root. The harvest is coming, and it will come fast, sudden, overflowing, abundant, because that's how God works when we least expect it. The shift won't just be spiritual, it will be visible. You will see it, others will see it, and no one will be able to take the credit but God. You've got to stay ready. Keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit open, because when it happens, it's going to come quickly. One door will lead to another, one blessing will unlock the next, and you'll look around and say, "How did I get here?" And the answer will be simple. God did it. He made the way, He opened the path. He moved every obstacle and delivered you straight into the middle of your purpose. This is holy ground you're standing on. It might feel ordinary, but it's not. You've stepped into a divine appointment. This isn't about hype, it's not emotionalism. This is the voice of a Father who loves you too much to let you keep walking without knowing what's coming. He's not promising ease, but He is promising presence. He's not guaranteeing answers, but He is guaranteeing direction. And with Him, that is always enough. A reminder that the storm you've been in was never stronger than the one who walks on water. God is not just about to bless you, He is about to lift you. He's about to separate you from the very weight that's been holding you down for far too long. You're not imagining it. There has been pressure, frustration, and setbacks that made no sense. But here's what you didn't know. They were part of the shifting. God was moving things into place, even while it looked like everything was falling apart. What felt like falling was actually foundation building. God was not tearing you down. He was digging deeper, so that what He builds next will never collapse again. This time, the foundation is Him. and what he builds on himself can never be shaken. All that breaking was not to destroy you, it was to free you. To free you from depending on people who couldn't carry your heart, to free you from expectations that crushed your spirit, to free you from identities that were never really you. God has been peeling back everything that was false to uncover the version of you he always saw, the healed you, the fearless you, the called and chosen you. And that version is who he is lifting up right now. You've cried out, "God, do you even hear me?" Yes, every word, even the ones you couldn't say out loud. He's heard the sighs, he's heard the silent pain. He's seen the tears you wiped away before anyone else could see them. And he hasn't just watched, he's been collecting them. Every tear you've cried has watered the seed of the miracle that's about to bloom. Your tears were never wasted. They were prayers in liquid form. And God is answering every single one. If you're still believing that your tears were seen and not ignored, comment 1717 now. Right now, you're closer to your breakthrough than you think. The pressure you're under isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign of birth. Something new is coming out of you. Something you never thought you'd have the strength to carry. But you will, because God is not asking you to carry it alone. He is with you, He is for you, and He is ahead of you, making the crooked places straight and preparing the blessing with your name on it. Don't underestimate the significance of this season. It may feel quiet, it may feel repetitive, but this is where God does His deepest work, when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, when it's just you, Him, and the weight of waiting. That's when faith becomes real. That's when trust is tested. And that's where your roots grow deep enough to support the miracle that's about to arrive. The enemy wanted you to give up before you reached this point. He sent discouragement, distractions, and delays. But you're still here. And that alone is victory. Don't let the enemy convince you that your survival isn't progress. It is. You've made it through storms that were meant to sink you. You've walked through fires that should have burned you. But here you are, still standing, still believing, still moving forward. And because you didn't quit, God is about to do what no one thought was possible. He's about to open doors that were welded shut. He's about to bring answers where there's been nothing but silence. He's about to release healing in places you thought would never feel whole again. He is not just going to meet your expectations, He's going to exceed them. There are people who counted you out, even people close to you, people who couldn't see what God was doing in you. Let them go. Their approval is not required for God's plan to unfold. Their doubt does not cancel your destiny. Sometimes rejection is the only way God can remove people from your life who were never meant to be in the room when He blesses you. He's not trying to hurt you, He's trying to protect what's coming. You don't have to fight for your place. God already reserved it. You don't have to chase blessings, they will find you. You don't have to beg for peace. He is peace, and He lives in you. And right now, He is restoring everything that felt broken, piece by piece, moment by moment. He's healing your heart, renewing your strength, and speaking life into places that felt dead. If you believe the blessing will find you without striving, comment, "Amen" now. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There's something else you need to hear. You have not wasted your life. The time you think you lost, God is redeeming it. He's the only one who can take what seemed wasted and turn it into a foundation. Nothing is beyond His power to restore. Even the years you spent in pain, confusion, or silence, He will use it all. He's the God who restores the years the locusts have eaten, the God who brings beauty from ashes, the God who turns graves into gardens. Don't rush this. Don't try to force the outcome. Stay close to God. Keep your spirit quiet enough to hear Him. He is still speaking, still guiding, still preparing. The miracle hasn't passed you. It's waiting for the exact moment God has appointed. And when it comes, you won't have to wonder if it's from Him. You'll know, because it will come with peace. It will come with clarity, and it will come with confirmation so clear you won't be able to deny it. He's not asking you to figure it all out. He's just asking you to keep believing, to keep hoping even when nothing around you makes sense, to stay soft, to stay expectant. Because miracles don't come to those who have it all together. They come to those who know they need Him. And if that's you, if you're the one who's still clinging to faith, even with shaking hands, you're exactly who this miracle was meant for. Your story isn't small. It's not over. And it's not ordinary. You are part of something divine. God has written your name into a greater plan, and soon you'll see why the wait was worth it, why the pain was necessary, why the delays didn't mean denial, because what's coming is going to make sense of it all. And when it does, you'll say, "Now I understand. Now I see why He had to take me the long way. If He said it, He will do it." And what He is about to do in your life is something so personal, so holy, so specific to your journey, that only you and He will truly understand how deep it really is. Even now, while you're reading these words, He is working. The parts of your life that feel stuck are being stirred. The places that feel empty are being filled. The things you thought were long dead are being revived. That quiet space in your heart that feels hollow, that's where His Spirit is settling right now. Not to visit, but to remain. He's not coming just to fix things, He's coming to dwell, to stay, to live in the places where pain once lived, and turn them into peace. You don't need to clean yourself up first. You don't need to be more perfect or more spiritual. You just need to open the door. The word says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." And today, He's knocking on your heart. Not to bring rules, not to bring shame, but to bring rest. You've been carrying too much, trying to hold it all together, smiling when you're tired, giving when you're empty. God didn't create you to live like that. He made you for communion, for rest, for peace that the world can't give or take away. There's a reason why the enemy has tried so hard to distract you lately. It's because you're on the verge of stepping into something sacred, something that was hidden from you before, but is about to be revealed. This next season of your life won't be like the last. You've been through the pruning, now comes the fruit. You've walked through the fire, now comes the refining. And everything that tried to crush you is going to serve as proof of just how protected you've been all along. If you know this is your time to open your heart to God's rest and release, comment 333 now. You're not who you used to be, and that's something to thank God for. You've survived things that nearly broke you. You've walked away from places you thought you'd never leave. You've changed in ways you never thought you could. That's not weakness, that's growth. That's God molding you into who you were meant to be. He doesn't leave us as we are, He transforms us. Not through pressure, but through presence. God never demanded you be perfect. He only asked you to be willing, and that you have done. Even when your prayers were messy, even when your belief came with questions, even when your yes to Him was whispered through tears, that still counts. Heaven moves when hearts are honest. You don't have to pretend with God. He already knows. And He still chooses you, over and over, without hesitation. Right now, your name is being spoken in places you can't hear. Heaven is arranging things. There are alignments happening that you will only understand later. But when they do, it will be undeniable that God was behind every step. The delay was not denial. The detour was not distraction. It was direction. Everything is going according to His plan, even the things you thought were mistakes, even the closed doors, even the painful endings. You may feel like you've missed too much, lost too much, waited too long, but none of that can stop what God is about to do. When He says now, nothing can delay it. When He speaks go, no man can block it. And when He opens His hand, you will not have to compete or perform for the blessing. It will come freely because it was always yours. You won't have to earn it. You'll just have to receive it. God is not watching you from a distance. He's in the middle of your life, in your ordinary days, in your quiet tears, in your unseen obedience. Every time you chose love over anger, every time you forgave instead of seeking revenge, every time you humbled yourself and kept walking when others mocked you, He saw it, and He's going to reward it. Not because you demanded it, but because you trusted Him when you didn't have to. If you believe God is preparing something you haven't even imagined yet, comment, Amen now. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You need to understand this clearly. Your past doesn't define you. The trauma, the mistakes, the regrets, they are not your identity. They may be part of your story, but they are not the final chapter. God is rewriting the ending, and His version is full of redemption. You will not be remembered by your scars. You will be known by your testimony, by the healing, by the light that shines through the very places you once hid in shame. People may try to remind you of who you used to be, but God sees who you're becoming. He sees your heart turning back to Him. He sees your desire to grow, and He honors it. Let them talk, let them doubt. You don't need their approval. You already have God's favor. You already have heaven's yes, and no one can cancel that. There's something coming that's going to make you cry, not out of pain, but out of relief. That moment when it all makes sense, when the breakthrough finally comes, when the prayers are answered, when the weight lifts and you can finally breathe again. That moment is coming, and when it does, you will know it was never you holding it all together. It was God. Always God. This miracle, this rare move of God, it's going to restore your faith in ways you never imagined. You'll start dreaming again, trusting again, loving again. Your joy will return, but not as it was before. It will be deeper, wiser, stronger, born from a place of knowing that you are loved in ways words cannot explain. You will walk into rooms you didn't think you belonged in. You will speak with clarity you didn't know you had. You will bless others in ways you never thought possible, and all of it will point back to Him. Your life will become living proof that God is real, that He is good, and that He still does miracles today. Every burden, every fear, every anxious thought, He's not waiting for you to be stronger. He's moving now, because He knows you're tired. He's answering not just your words, but your weariness. There's something sacred about being this close to surrender. When your strength has run out, and all that's left is a whisper, God, I need you. That's where He meets you, not at your strongest, but at your most honest. That's the kind of moment heaven responds to, not with judgment, but with love, not with pressure, but with peace. That's what's coming over you now, peace. Not because your situation is solved, but because you're no longer facing it alone. God didn't bring you this far to abandon you. He didn't let you survive that storm just to leave you stranded now. Everything you've walked through has led to this turning point. This is the moment where what was begins to shift into what will be. The moment where you stop asking, "Why me?" and begin to say, "Thank you, God, that you never left me." The pain, the questions, the nights you cried alone, they weren't in vain. They were soil for something eternal. You're not falling apart. You're being rebuilt. You're being refined by fire so your faith comes out pure as gold. This is not the end of your story, it's the shaking that happens right before the miracle. You may not have seen it coming, but heaven did. And heaven has already made room for your breakthrough. It's not going to pass you by. It's already on its way. If you believe God is taking the weight off your shoulders today, comment 222 now. You are not forgotten in a crowd. You're not just another name on a list. You are God's beloved, the apple of His eye. He watches over you with more care than you could ever imagine. While the world moves on, distracted by noise and chaos, God's eyes are on you, your steps, your tears, your hopes, your pain. And He is working all things together, not some things, all things, for your good. Every delay had purpose. Every closed door had protection behind it. Every broken thing is going to serve you. You thought it was lost, but God's about to show you it was stored. Stored until the right time, and that time is now. That moment you've been waiting for, praying for, maybe even doubting would ever come, it's closer than you think. The shift is happening. You're walking into something new, something pure, something unshakable. The presence of God is not distant. It's not for someone more holy. It's for you, right now, right here. He is sitting with you in the room you're in. Whether it's full of light or covered in darkness, He's there, and He's not going anywhere. You can speak to Him. You can cry to Him. You can be completely yourself. He already knows you, and He still chooses you. You are safe with Him. He is not like people who changed on you. He is not like those who loved you conditionally. His love is stable, steady, eternal. There is nothing you can do to outrun it, nothing you can say to undo it. You are covered, chosen, protected. You belong to Him, and that will never change. If your heart needed that reminder, comment Amen now, and let your soul agree with it. There's a healing taking place that you may not feel yet, but it's happening. Deep inside, the broken places are being stitched back together. The thoughts that tormented you are losing their grip. The fears that controlled you are being silenced. You are being made whole again, not by your effort, but by His mercy. This is what grace looks like. It's not earned, it's given, and it's yours. Your identity is not in your trauma, not in your past, not in who hurt you or what you lost. Your identity is in Christ, redeemed, loved, called, set apart. That's who you are. No one can take it from you. No mistake can erase it. No delay can cancel it. You are sealed with purpose, and heaven will make sure that purpose is fulfilled. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you, starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The enemy thought he had you. When you were at your lowest, when the nights felt endless, when your mind was screaming for relief, he thought you wouldn't make it through. But here you are, still breathing, still believing. And that alone is a miracle. You are not just surviving, you are overcoming. Day by day, step by step. Heaven is celebrating every single moment you choose to keep going. God isn't going to just fix what's broken. He's going to exceed your expectations. You thought he'd restore what you lost. He's going to give you more than you had before. You prayed for a door. He's building you a gate. You asked for a glimpse. He's preparing a full picture. Because he's a generous Father, and he rewards faith, even the kind that trembles in the dark. This season is not random. This path is not wasted. God is doing something new. You may not recognize it at first, but don't be afraid. New sometimes feels uncomfortable. It stretches you, it requires trust, but it's worth it. Because new means growth. New means freedom. New means stepping into what you were always meant for. You didn't miss it. You didn't mess it up, even if you took wrong turns. Even if you gave up for a while. Even if you got tired and didn't pray like you used to. God hasn't changed his mind about you. He's not like people. He doesn't give up because of weakness. He leans in when you're weak. He draws closer when you're lost. He covers you when you feel exposed. His love doesn't run out. It digs deeper when you're drowning. This is your moment to remember who he is. Not just in the stories you've read, but in your own life. The same God who split the Red Sea, who fed thousands with what looked like not enough, who opened prison doors in the middle of the night. That God is not a story. He is alive. He is present. And he's closer to you than your next breath. What he did for others, he is about to do for you. Not because of your qualifications, but because of his goodness. Some people around you won't understand what's happening. They won't understand why suddenly your heart feels different, why you're starting to believe again, why something invisible feels so heavy and so real. But don't worry about being understood by everyone. This miracle wasn't sent to everyone, it was sent to you. It was sent to the one who stayed faithful when it was hard, to the one who cried but kept walking, to the one who was hurt but still said, God, I trust you anyway. If you are still choosing to trust God in the unknown, comment 777 now. Let God speak to the part of you that's still unsure, that's still afraid to hope. You've been disappointed before. You've believed only to be broken again. And somewhere inside, that fear still whispers, what if it doesn't happen? But here's the truth you need to let sink in. This is not like before. This is not going to end in heartbreak. This time, it's not built on your effort, it's built on his promise. And when God makes a promise, he keeps it, even if it takes time, even if it comes differently than expected. His word never returns empty. If he said he would heal, he will. If he said he would restore, he will. If he said he would provide, he will. Even if your faith is only hanging by a thread right now, that thread is enough. It's not the size of your faith, it's the strength of the one you're holding on to. You're allowed to rest now. You've been running, pushing, trying so hard. But this miracle isn't something you have to strive for. It's not earned. It's not forced. It's received, in rest, in surrender. In that quiet moment when you stop trying to fix everything and simply say, God, I give it to you. That's when he moves. That's when the walls fall. That's when the miracle begins to take form.